Man, my
Okay.
dog ran away. Yeah, this lady. She still didn't come back.
Alright, let's start.
I'm a bit concerned, no?
Man, leave
I
it,
don't know
man.
where
She'll
she.
come back. It's fine. Let's start.
She's
Okay.
sick,
Okay.
man. That's the problem. Okay,
My
see,
dog ran away.
my dog's dead
Yeah,
too now.
can't you start, bro? We don't have time.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, God.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're making me laugh. Okay. Okay.
How was that
Okay.
funny,
Okay.
man?
Chill. Okay. Okay. Ah, Matish, look at the camera.
No.
Ah, thank you. Okay.
Alright.
Hello, guys. Well, wait.
Oh
Wait.
my
Wait. Okay.
God, bro. We
Okay.
don't have time for
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Come on, come on,
Okay.
come on,
Okay.
come
Okay.
on.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Wait. Wait. Okay. Let me chill. Okay. Okay. No, man. Matishi caught me off guard. Okay. Anyways. Hey, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We'll be having our fourth episode now. And this time we want to make it a bit more controversial, I guess. And we want to talk about Andrew Tate and his brother, of course, but the Tates, I guess, and sort of what they've been through, where they've come from, the sort of interviews they had, and the next episode. So we'll dive deep into what they've accomplished and where they come from. So yeah, let's begin obviously from their start, which was, I believe, they were raised in Luton in England,
Yeah,
and I think
think so.
living
Yeah.
over here, yeah, yeah. So living in the UK, I think Luton's a very rough place, and like it's not clean and whatnot. So I think they definitely had a rough childhood, and I think that sort of made them into who they are now, right? They're a bit more stronger and obviously a bit more opinionated. But like I think that's based off of where they've like grown up. Like if you think of Luton, I think I don't have an exact like example, but like it's just a very rough place to like grow up. It's like watching Peaky Blinders, I think they're based off in Liverpool, right? Just imagine that, but just a bit more shittier.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've come places. They've come places, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So does
Yeah,
anyone
but
know?
what do you
You
guys
know?
think
Well,
about their
I
start?
think the dad was like a
Yeah.
like a really good chess player as well, right? I think,
Yeah.
from what I heard. What was his name?
His
Emery.
dad was a
Yeah.
chess.
Yeah, so
Emery
his
Tate.
dad was international. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a chess international master. His
Yeah.
dad was
And then like
Emery
yeah.
Tate the first.
No, his
And
father
he
is
was a
Emery Tate
mixed.
Junior. Emery Tate Senior is the grandfather.
Oh yeah,
Grandfather.
yeah, yeah.
He's the
He's the
second.
Tate is the third. Yeah, Andrew's the third, and and his dad is a mixed race African American dad.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I found
Are you
out.
looking down because you're reading the facts or something?
No, I've got notes. I've got notes for this.
Oof! This
'Cause it's
man has come
it's-
prepared.
reporter.
has come
He's gonna be a
prepared.
reporter.
He's social media's most controversial figure, and
Yeah.
he's done many
True.
interviews
Yeah.
where he said a couple of things where he shared some of his inflammatory views, and he discusses a lot. I mean, he's the most iconic. Well, the way he's come up in the whole social media scene is by talking about love, marriage, mental health, masculinity, and just like so much more.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it. But yeah, how do you think he properly, like, what do you think was the breaking point for him in this era that sent him skyrocketing in terms of search history and all of that?
Before we dive into that, don't you think we should talk a bit more about his history, what he has done
Yeah, like
before?
no, like how did he get famous? Like
Yeah, I
Well,
meant
no,
before
not
that.
even how did he get famous,
before
but
that,
like
like his
let's
childhood.
say
Yeah,
he
I know
had a lot
that.
of things coming. So he had a long like timeline because obviously let's say his beginning was Luton, that made him sort of tough.
Yeah,
And then he had kickboxing, right? And you heard the stories of how him and his brother, I think his brother told him that he's gonna like they both did jobs apparently,
yeah,
and his brother told him that stop doing your job and focus on kickboxing, and I'll earn money for both of us. So they were very close, and they were like that sort of bond that brought them to where they are now. And like he's a four-time kickboxing world champion, and then
yeah.
he's gone on to many TV shows as well, like Big Brother or something like that apparently.
Yeah, he was in a
That's
TV show,
Tristan
right?
Tate. Yeah, I don't think Andrew Tate has gone.
Yeah,
Andrew was
yeah,
also
Andrew
there.
did.
Andrew was
No, I
Andrew
also
think
was
he
in
had
also
one
it.
of
there.
the TV shows.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew was
Yeah,
also
yeah,
there.
I thought it was only
I'm
Tristan.
not sure
So
that it was from the same TV series, but I think it was somewhere along the lines. I think Andrew and Tristan both appeared on a TV show. That's what I remember. But I don't
Oh,
really exactly
yeah.
know. I think it was Big Brother also. Both
I
of them.
mean, one of the videos like were pretty famous. You know what the girl thing? I think it was like she said he was too
that,
thin or something.
that was
Remember that?
funny.
You know that video?
Yeah.
Where they get
Which
abandoned
Yeah,
one?
on an island.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah.
this guy
yeah.
wearing girls' clothes, I guess, and he's crying there every 5 seconds. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Uh,
Does anyone have the clip? You can pull it out.
If we
Show
do
us.
find
now.
the clip, we'll put it up, and
Yeah,
you can see
yeah.
what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
please put
Let's,
we
let's do
we
Like,
we have like we have been saying this, but we didn't do it on the last episodes at all. But
yeah, we'll have
probably
more, clipping and stuff going on, because
we were
obviously
like,
we do say we'll put this above and nothing
yeah,
happens.
yeah, like
But yeah,
the good old episode. We were like put our pictures, but we were just doing that. Nothing was there. It's
I
like
mean,
just
the
like that.
pictures
yeah,
were
we
there.
basically look like
Yeah,
stupid
the
people.
pictures were there. It's okay. Technical
We'll
Yeah.
make a note
difficulties
of
and
the
skill
editor, don't
issues, so
worry.
it's okay.
But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, our editor will get this information, right?
Or
Yeah,
else
Better
please
be
we'll, or
make
less
sure you
else,
dumb.
send an egg.
or else we'll just kill him and hide the body. That's it. We'll just find a new editor. It's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll send
Wait,
our
wait,
Georgiana to him. Easy
Damn.
chops.
guys. Doesn't
Yes.
Nadiv's head look like Humpty Dumpty?
No.
I don't know. It looks round, man.
Well,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
her face
focus,
supposed
focus,
to be a bit
focus,
round?
focus on the topic. Focus on
Oh
the
Okay.
yeah,
topic.
let's focus on the topic.
Yeah.
So
We get
But
more
Dylan,
like, yeah,
context on the
so
topic.
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Dylan said something about like how strong their brotherhood basically was, right? So I've
Yeah.
heard in I think it was one of a podcast. I think it was a podcast or interview. So apparently,
Mm-hmm.
like when they were little, when they start fighting.
Yeah.
So normally brothers fight, right? Siblings fight. So
Yeah.
their father locks them up in a room for like 4 or 3 hours, and they're not supposed to say anything to
Yeah.
each other. and
Bruh.
they started like
Damn.
whenever the father's at home, they stop fighting, and whenever
Yeah.
he's out, they start fighting. I think
The
his father
Damn.
had a small hand in that as well, because they're
yeah.
like peas in a pod. Like when you say
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, you always say Tristan Tate in the side.
Yeah.
Inseparable.
Yeah. I think Tristan's a bit more of the calmer one and a bit more less social. And I think Andrew's the more, influential one, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's the third guy? Like I've
That's
seen
Lucas.
Third
That's
guy.
the
That's
cousin.
Luke. That's their
Lucas.
cousin.
Luke.
Cousin,
Oh,
right?
Luke,
The
yeah.
cousin.
He's the funny
Yeah.
one, yeah.
He's the cameraman, I think, of one of those, I guess.
Yeah.
They're
But like,
very
yeah, so that's
family
basically,
oriented.
Yeah.
yeah, and like that's sort of the background that made them who they are, like who they are now, right? We know them now. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, speaking of now, let's talk about, well, some of the more recent events. And I guess not most recent, but I guess the BBC interview with who was it? Piers Morgan,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a
Yeah,
BBC
so
interview, right?
It wasn't. It
Was
It
it
wasn't
wasn't
a
a
BBC?
BBC
BBC.
interview.
It was
Sorry,
just
yeah, what was it?
it was Piers Morgan's show, I
Yes,
believe.
Marcus, yeah.
Okay,
His
right.
own
So Piers
show.
Morgan's show, yeah. So I think that was a very, I would say, wryly talk, right? There was no holds barred, basically. It
Yeah,
was just back and forth, back and
none
forth.
of them held back. But then after the
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
interview,
was the perfect one to do.
yeah, after the interview, he
I
got a
mean,
certain
yeah.
amount of respect towards Andrew Tate.
Didn't you see him beating him in chess while answering his questions? That was so embarrassing.
That was badass.
Yeah.
And now you only need is a box of chocolates if you want to interview Andrew Tate and a box of
Yeah.
I
Isn't
think
he a chess
Not only
master?
not only a box of chocolates, bro. 50,000 USD towards his
okay,
charity.
that
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah. The for
So
which country was
so
it?
to all you viewers out there, if you can donate us 50,000 USD,
Yeah.
you know what,
Yeah.
We can go meet
You can be a
Andrew.
guest on a
49,000
podcast if you want.
49,999
Okay,
USD will have a podcast with Andrew Tate.
You can remove the last 3 digits. We just want $49 here. It's fine. We'll do with anything.
$49.
But like, yeah.
If
So
y'all
they
can make
had
this
that BBC
viral, if
podcast.
y'all can make this viral and make sure that
Yeah.
Mr. Tate himself sees
Yeah.
this,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
then
Oh
it'll be
yeah, if he
possible.
joins us,
Tate,
right,
we love you.
we'll put together 50,000 somehow.
Yeah,
I'll have to sell my
come on, Tate. We're just a bunch of
Yeah.
blonde boys trying to
Just
make it
went
in
to
the
Tate,
world.
bro.
Yes.
Exactly. We are deep followers. We actually graduated from Hostel University recently as well. I think we all have our certificates.
They're raising the prices of that because it's been like demand for that is really high.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
already raised. Wait, what's the date today?
Yeah, by now it's already been raised. But like,
Yeah, July 14th,
essentially-
yesterday. Yesterday was the last day. Now
yeah,
they
it was like
increased the prices.
$50 at once, and now it's like 75 or something, or like
Oh.
100.
Yeah.
Have you
Because
seen
But
demand is
like
so high.
before, yeah.
have you seen like recently they started like a bunch of kids started using AI to like make books, drawing books or something, and then they start selling it
Hmm.
online. That's apparently a new hustle, and they're teaching.
Yeah.
That's like the latest
Oh.
update in Hustlers University,
nice.
teaching how to use AI
Oh.
to earn money. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but like before we go to Hostel University, right? Let's first do the Pierce Morgan interview
Okay.
because we didn't really dive into that, right?
We'll
Yes.
talk about key
So I
points.
think Josh can sort of begin the conversation since he's a bit more knowledgeable about that.
Yes.
I mean, what is there really to say? I mean, that's
Yeah.
where all of his controversial clips came from, which actually I find that quite funny because like we need to understand this is social media he's dealt with, like that's how he came up about because of his social media and
Yeah.
his comments. But like what I feel like people don't understand is that even us as we're
Yeah.
creators now, I guess, now that we're on YouTube and all. And we
Yeah.
have YouTube shorts and any video that lasts like less than 30 seconds, and everything that you see him saying for a video that lasts then less than 30 seconds gets taken out of context heavily. Like
Yeah.
people just try to earn off him, like get views, get subscribers, and
Yeah.
try and earn off
Yeah.
him basically, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but at the same time it doesn't do justice to what message he's trying to depict. Yeah, sure, he says all the controversial stuff, but he at the same time he probably does have a message. Essentially, we're just telling him let him cook, but like we're making him seem like he's overcooking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
true.
think his message is definitely like clouded with like extra aggressiveness or aggression. But I think his message is still pretty clear about what he talks about. Like he's not just talking about some like random stuff, right? He actually makes sense of what he says. It's just that he says it very badly so that people sort of take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
it's
attention.
it's like
It's working.
how
It's working.
it's basically him. It's like his personality. It's not like you can
Yeah, he's
change how he-
straightforward.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
straightforward.
it's
What he
good.
wants to say, he just puts it out.
Hear me
Yeah.
out. In the interview,
Yeah.
this is what he says exactly.
Yeah.
Would you much rather have him as a role model, or would you much rather have Lil Nas X to work it on a devil, your role model? Like,
Yeah.
how can you
I
not
mean-
agree with him in that sense?
Yes.
Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing to also, I mean, the other thing to also consider is obviously like with what Josh said and with what Dylan said is that about the videos being taken out of context. Now, the problem with those type of videos is like certain extremists, I'm not going to specify, certain extremists will take it to another high level and create a whole hate
That is true.
hate page to against state when he actually didn't mean
Yeah.
what they thought he meant. And now
Yeah.
people, like, there were even public videos, like people would
The
just go
interviews,
up to
right?
people.
The
Yeah,
interviews,
they
right?
would just go
Yeah.
up to people and they say, "Oh, do you know Andrew Tate? Oh no, I hate him so much, blah 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 blah."
He's a
And
misogynist.
Yeah.
He's
he
a
was
misogynist.
misogynistic and all
That's
that kind
all.
of crap. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that kind of crap. And then they ask, what is the evidence? What did they do? They're quiet.
Yeah. I mean,
It is,
to be honest,
yeah,
though, like social media is a very like, what do I say? It's like a very suspicious
It,
kind of place. It's like
It's a
we're
dodgy
like
can
very
platform.
change.
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
it can
dodgy
change a
platform.
person's
Yeah.
life. Like, you know.
Yeah, because like you can say one thing and all it takes is a bit of editing and you can change your words around. And
Yeah.
then if you've seen like Andrew, I think in his previous like shows or whatever, whenever he goes on to talk, it's like every time he does talk, he's very like aware of what he says. And even if they try to like take him a bit out of context, he's like, you
Yeah.
know, very sure that he tries to take it back on track, right? He'll be like, I didn't say that or whatever.
Yeah, he's
And
really
I
Yeah.
think
specific.
that's really important.
People
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are trying to trip him up, but this man ain't falling for it.
Yeah. That's true.
Right. So
Right.
back to the interview, like you said earlier, Kanishka, about how social media influencers milk his name for views and all. Trying to ruin his name because of the controversial stuff he says about, specifically feminism, females, whatnot. I
Yeah.
find it funny because those people have, no complete idea of what's happening, in his personal life, whereas, he is able to provide evidence that there are females out there who he has been with or, had relationships with, who have defended him, that says otherwise.
Yeah.
He says that in the interview. I mean, so far, I don't think he's like publicly, mentioned names of who can defend him for those allegations. But yeah, that's one of the things that was spoken about in the interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you all seen anything online relating to that? Like where the females have defended him?
Yeah, I saw one video of like I think I don't know where it was, a lady like shouting at the reporters and all. I think you all have seen that famous video.
Yeah, that was during Lucy's interview, the BBC interview after he got
Yeah.
released from jail.
Completely disingenuous.
It makes you
And the
wonder.
reason
I'm sorry, we have agreed to do an interview where you are going to ask questions that are going to give us the opportunity to clarify some things. These are very loaded questions.
Sorry.
And so far, I'm sorry, I have arranged this and I'm talking right now. So this is not what we discussed, and this is not the conversation that we agreed
We were
to.
very
You're
clear that the
sitting there-
questions
You're
are-
sitting there,
are
you're
our-
sitting there and just accusing, we're not here to face new allegations. This has all been discussed, answers have been provided, so if we could please move on.
Yeah.
I
We'll be
mean, to be
talking-
honest, though, there have been a lot of women who actually have like defended him. It's like, I
Yeah.
mean, on video as well. Like, it's not just like, him just saying it based off of nothing. But I think
Yeah.
what Josh was saying, right, is that sometimes you might not find like proof of that actually being there. But
Yeah.
at the same time, there isn't also proof of anyone actually saying he has done it. It's only people who are actually, what do you call, just trying to earn some money out of it or get some sort of like fame out of it. They
Yeah.
make up these fabricated lies, right? So it's sort of like a very like twisty situation to be in because you talk about these like controversial topics, and then obviously you have people who come around that circle and try to make you seem fake. I think that's the hardest part for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just because he's one of the most searched names or like most searched names in our era currently, it's
Mhm.
easier to earn a buck off of him. So like, and people nowadays, everyone's selfish realistically. Like everyone fends for
Yeah.
themselves, when they don't have their own, own stand-in, and they want to become
Yeah.
famous, become somebody. They'll do whatever it takes for them to, put themselves up there on the map. So if that means using his
Yeah.
name, twisting it around, and getting views, getting money, subscribers, whatever, that's
Yeah.
what they'll do. But I mean, it's sort of what we're doing, honestly, to be honest, because like we're doing
Yeah.
a video about him
Yeah, about him.
with the hopes that we get views and stuff. but like I think the
Yeah.
difference with us, I mean, personally, the difference with us is we're not trying to milk it. How do you say it? Like,
We're not trying to ruin his
Yeah,
credibility. We're just
ruin.
talking about it.
yeah, we're just talking about the whole situation and like a third person's perspective, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like the whole
Yeah.
situation that's happened, essentially. Like we're not giving stone cold opinions on it yet throughout the video, but it's important to remember that there is always a object. We have to stay up to a level of objective.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, what do you call? He might be doing something wrong, he might not, but like, as far as we can see, we all know that he's doing something good. Like, even though there might be a bit of like controversial statements from him, he is trying to do good for the world. Like, if you see other people, let's just take Jake Paul. I
Yeah.
think he has a huge following, probably one of the biggest followings, right? And he does absolutely nothing with it. He does nothing, and that's sort of like the point that Andrew should make. Like, you see all these people that are famous, but they actually don't do anything to actually help the people who are below them. Whereas Andrew's trying to actually like mold people into trying to understand that there's a matrix and whatnot, and that you actually have to sort of follow guidelines even though you want to or you don't want to. And like that's like the hardest part for him to try to explain, because no one else is willing to risk their own life, because obviously he did say, right, that they're going to go after him when he does this.
Yeah.
And they have zero proof, and they kept him for like how many months, like 4 or 5 months straight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of the point I'm trying to make, is that like he's obviously innocent until proven guilty, but then you can't do anything about that, because if he hasn't done anything wrong, why are you trying to just make it seem that way? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
evidence as well.
he specifically said that instead of going into hiding or just not talking about it as all, and I mean talking about it at all, like why is he doing it? He's just trying to help the
Yeah.
people around him, right? He can just be silent and just watch from the guidelines. I mean, from the sidelines, because he has all the
Yeah.
money, he has everything. So that's what he's just, he's just sacrificing his life for the greater good, I guess. And
Yeah, because he already was rich before this as well, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he doesn't
it's
like
quite bizarre,
normally people say that he's doing it for the fame. I mean, what more he has? He can buy anything in the world, bro. My guy just pulls up
Literally,
Yeah, at
yeah.
this point, yeah, man.
Bugatti showroom,
Pulls-
just buys one.
What color is your Bugatti?
Yeah,
Buy-
bro.
bro bought Rolls Royce, man. Just like he just showed us like I'm buying that shit. Yes.
In the interview, like relating to all of this, he does say he feels that, like, say for example, he feels that feeling depressed is like extremely valid. You can feel depressed, but he does not
Yeah.
believe that it should be a clinical disease. It's, which does make sense in a way, but at the same time, basically it has its opinion again. He believes that PTSD is real. I think all of us also feel the same way up to an extent as well. Yeah. And he mentions the best way to solve this issue is to take control of your own mind. And he says to stop accepting the you have to stop accepting the identity that you are a clinically depressed person, which does make sense. But at the same time, you can't just, get up one day and be like, I'm not depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a process. It's a process that does take time. And I think, mental health is something that's, really important. And the fact that he addresses it is really good. But yeah, it's not he's not a horrible person. He's definitely said controversial stuff. But you have to remember, he is a human with an opinion, so I don't think you should take that out of context for
Yes.
granted.
Not
Yeah.
only that, not everyone's perfect. So, everyone has their good sides, their bad sides. People just should understand, man, at this point. Instead of just attacking.
That is true. Yeah, because if you see, right, people, there are people who you meet in life, like not who's even famous, like literally someone you know, who literally be straightforward just like this, just not with the same opinions and fame around them, right?
Yep.
Obviously, because he's this famous and talking, that's probably why it's sort of amplified. Otherwise, I don't think he's saying anything controversial in a weird way. I'm sure you must have met people who talk the exact same way, but then you don't give a shit because it's not like a huge person, right? But
Yeah.
then when it comes to someone as huge as this, I think it's important that you take the message out of it instead of taking the whole, fabrication around it as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so also in the interview, he also does talk about, back to what I said earlier about Lil Nas X, as he spoke about that. I noticed that he
Mhm.
didn't he didn't flame him for being gay. Is he gay? I don't know. I don't really follow
Yeah.
him that much. He's gay, right? Okay.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's gay, bisexual, or whatever.
Mhm.
But he doesn't flame him for being that. He says that he's not a transphobic person, and
Yeah.
he feels that the issue doesn't bother him, so it doesn't have anything to do with him. So what does that have to do with him? Even though there are people who try to set him up, essentially. Again,
Yeah.
like as you spoke earlier about, milking him for money and views and all of that.
Yeah.
His personal opinion is that he doesn't care if you're transphobic, transgender or whatever, and all, as long as it doesn't bother him, it's fine. Which honestly, I think that's my mentality as well, to be honest. Like, I saw this video, I think it's on in the US where it's vocalized a lot, but like, you have transracial, you have transabled, it's all pretty stupid.
It's
I can't
weird.
lie.
Huh? No,
No,
what?
There were so many words for these people, like, geez. But like, okay, so about that, that's actually a good topic, right? You obviously
Yeah.
have Andrew Tate right now, who's on top of the fame, and then I think this is like very common thing, but I think everyone can agree. I don't think you're bothered whether someone's, gay, lesbian, or trans or whatever, right? Like, be
Yeah.
who you want to be, and that's fine. Just don't bother people. And I feel like this is a very common thing with their communities. It's like they say they're welcoming, but then all they would do is sort of go out reaching for sort of arguments. I
Yeah.
think that's sort of where it's trying to hit at. They're
Yeah.
like trying to force something out of Andrew Tate to sort of get their community more sort of positivity, I guess. From, oh, this guy's trying to be negative towards us, help us
Yeah.
out, blah, blah. But it's
Yeah.
like, you shouldn't really do that to a person because, like, unless he specifically said it, there's no reason to start that. Just leave your community to yourself and just, do your own thing. Small distraction from Josh. Apologies. But I don't know, Josh should leave. But
Both.
yeah, so the message still stands. It's like, I think each community needs to stop like flaming on him for no reason unless they actually have solid grounded content saying that, oh, he actually said that, right? So yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you seen those videos? Like, I mean, they are saying they come in peace, but whenever you try to interview them, they're like really, how do you say this? Really aggressive, you know?
They're very
How-
defensive, not
Yeah,
aggressive.
they're
They're
very
very
defensive.
defensive.
Like, before even you start speaking, they're like, I don't know. It's like, it's really, I don't know how to explain it. I've seen
Boys.
so many videos.
Boys, shall we
Yeah.
put this attack on the LGBTQ plus community for another episode?
Yeah, let's do that
Honestly, yeah,
next
we
time,
should.
right?
Yeah.
I do not
So
support.
let's
I
just
think we could
move
go
on
on and
to the
on
next.
about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kanishka
yeah,
can.
that's a
I
really
know
interesting
Kanishka
topic
can.
to talk about.
I think
Kanishka
we
will
go
go.
on and on
Kanishka would
about this.
Kanishka
definitely
will go
want that.
berserk
Yeah.
on that one.
Kanishka has a whole essay about it. Don't worry about it. That's
Kanishka
for
Okay.
next
gonna
time.
be.
But
Just a
Kanishka
preview.
gonna go.
yeah,
I really don't
Kanish,
hate them.
huh?
It's just the
we really don't
extremists
like
that I
them.
hate.
And
It's
are
just
you
the
sure about
extremists
that?
that I hate.
Bro,
I
I
don't
can
mind
see his
any of
nose
them.
are getting longer.
I
I can
have
see his nose
friends.
getting longer.
Don't
I
you?
have
His nose is getting longer.
I do have friends, but
You have friends?
You have
You
friends,
have
I don't
nice.
friends.
have friends.
Good
Congrats.
job, man.
friends from that
From
certain
that what?
group, from that
What
certain
group?
group.
What
But
group?
My
Group
guy,
gang.
my
More you
guy
know.
is choosing
Gang,
his
gang.
words carefully. My guy is choosing
I
his
swear
words
to God, man.
carefully.
you have to
This
be
man is
PR
this
trained
code.
just in case, bro. You get
Oh,
cancelled. But yeah,
This
I
This
do
man in this room.
have friends from that certain group, but the thing is, there are these certain people that take it to the next level. Okay, we'll just take this for another episode, shall we?
Well, see, basically, right? Whatever religion, race, what else, gender you are, it doesn't matter who you are, just don't be a dickhead. End of story.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Now we move on to the next segment, which is about their jail sort of scenario or what happened. I
Underrated.
think. Yeah, so I'm not sure how actually I think I'm not too sure about how it happened, but I think apparently they got busted into by the SWAT team and they were what were
They were
they
raided.
Human trafficking?
fought for?
They were
Human
raided
trafficking,
like
human trafficking and
alleged,
Yeah.
sexual something,
yeah, for
alleged
assault.
sexual,
Alleged human trafficking.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
and assault.
And like
alleged.
yeah, and assault like yeah, exactly. So I think that was definitely something to do with the Matrix. Like I don't think they've ever like I don't know them, so I'm just saying out of my own opinion, but they're not the kind of people who would do that. Yes, they had their whole like their webcam thingy, but that was a legit thing, right? It wasn't something shady.
Yeah.
Like you obviously have the poor industry and whatnot. It's not like something special out of nowhere. But I think they did try to definitely get rid of the brothers. And yeah, what do you guys think?
Regarding not only the allegations on the human trafficking, I think to keep them in jail longer, they pulled out some weird thing where apparently Andrew is hiring girls for TikTok and then just stealing money off of them, just to make their state. They're just bringing,
honestly.
yeah, they're just bringing
They're bringing stuff up.
allegations again and again just to keep him in jail as long as they can,
Yeah.
because you can't keep a
Bro.
man
They
in
freeze
jail
his
if you don't
assets?
have proof.
The-
What?
They froze all his
Yeah.
assets, right?
Yeah. They took his cars.
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah.
They raided his house
everything.
like 4
Yeah.
times. Like I have heard in
Yeah.
one of his podcasts, like even these days, he wakes up at like 4 or 4:30 because that's like the normal time where he gets raided.
He can't. He has trouble
That's
sleeping.
weird.
Apparently, I saw this thing article saying that
Yeah.
he struggles sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, man.
But yeah, there's Tristan on the other hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't give 2 shits.
Yeah.
He was the most chill guy ever. He had the best
Yeah.
sleep when he was in jail. And then apparently something about I really don't remember what it was. But then he basically didn't give a shit whatsoever when he was in jail. He would sleep nicely. He would do whatever and just
Man's was vibing.
goes on with his day. While Andrew was like literally stressing out
Yeah, like
all the time,
normally-
like, oh shit,
yeah.
what is gonna happen?
Normally on Mondays they would have to go to court, right, for whatever the allegations are. So it's like a 50-50 chance. Either they get to go home or they'll have to stay in jail. So normally Andrew is like agitated Saturday, Sunday, and then Tristan's just vibing there. He doesn't care. So on Mondays, basically they go to court and they come back, and Andrew's just waiting for the phone call to say they've been released. Apparently Tristan just said they come back to the cell, he just goes straight to sleep without saying anything.
Yeah.
Saying that it's a Matrix attack or something like that. And then he wakes up 6 hours later, he looks at Andrew, he's like, it was a Matrix attack, right? And then he falls asleep again. Like
My man was living
I
life.
think what helped Andrew Tate to be like this calm was his brother.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
praising that don't give a F mentality.
Yeah.
Tristan's superpower is he is the master of not giving a fuck. We would go to court. Imagine this. You're in jail, right? Weekends were the worst. So when a Friday would roll around, I'd say, okay, Tristan, we just have to zen away the weekend. We just sit there staring at the wall. Intrusive thoughts, can't sleep. And Monday would eventually come. 8 a.m. on Monday, they're gonna take you to court. And they might let you go home. They might let you go home. You've done nothing. This person in this room can decide if you go home. Eventually 8 a.m. comes. Put you in handcuffs, walk you to the court. You walk in there. Everyone speaks Romanian. Don't have a clue what's going on. Everyone's just talking at each other in Romanian. Then they say you'll get the answer in 3 hours. Go back to jail. When I went back to jail, I was sitting in the room. Am I gonna go home? Is it over? Do I get to go home? I called the lawyer. Do you have an answer yet? No answer yet. Okay. Tristan finished his court, walked straight into the room. It's a Matrix attack. It's bullshit. I'm going to sleep. And went to bed. Clean asleep. I was like, how the fuck are you asleep? When he woke up like 6 hours later, Matrix attack? I'm like, yeah, you thought so. And just rolled back over. Didn't care.
Which is
Yeah,
good.
that's, I
I think
mean,
their
if they
humor is
have
funny.
nothing to worry about, yeah. I guess
But
that
like
is the whole
their
mindset of,
humor is a good
staying
thing for
cool.
them. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Staying cool and chill.
I was just saying, like, their humor is a good part of what they are, because obviously when they're doing this much controversy, sorry, they, they need to back it up with something else as well, right? I think their humor is a huge part. Like, obviously someday we're gonna do like a reacts to their best moments and best clips because we just have to. They're just so funny. But if you look at their clips, then they're not the sort of people you think that would actually do all these allegations, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
think
at the
you
same
see them
time,
But
you
at the
never
same
know
time,
who
like,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
You
don't know.
can't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, like we all have our bad, but then I'm just saying, like, they're not
Matish
like
could
sort
be a
of like
serial killer and
gangsters
we
you
don't
see.
know about it.
Yeah.
What? Me?
Uh,
Oh,
Same
okay.
guy who can't even catch his own dog, man.
I'll kill
No chance.
someone and say sorry, man. I'm that kind, so it's okay.
What am I hearing?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Hey,
If
my
you,
math cam's
if you
working
guys,
again, man. I can't.
if you guys see a dead body with a sorry note on top of it, it was Matisha.
Sorry, Matish was your XOXO. Honestly, bro.
Bruh, that's like a whole new messed up in the
Oh
world.
God.
Well, yeah,
Whatever.
their whole jail sort of episode was very, I think, very real to us, right? Because we see them doing this day in day out, and we're like have nothing going on. But then eventually something real did happen. That was that the police came after them for real,
Yeah.
and then it was very sort of strange for everyone to understand what was going on because they had allegations, and then every time I think we were like going to the end of the month, we were like, okay, they're gonna get released. Nope, next month, next month,
Yep.
next month.
Yeah. Next month.
And
Yeah.
But
then I think when that started happening, everyone sort of realized that okay, something's actually going on in the world for them to be able to still like keep them right. So yeah.
Yeah, I have
you
a
see,
question for you guys. What do you think about Andrew Tate changing religions? Because I think when he was in prison, this was the
Oh,
time where he actually
Ooh.
changed his religion. I think he did. He
No, he
converted to
changed.
no, that
Islam.
was
He
before,
changed before. He changed
long
way
before.
before.
yeah, it changed before.
He changed before.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Uh,
right. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
in like
change
Dubai or
before.
something.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I still remember like during those times where he would be he would get transferred from court to prison or prison to court, he would always carry the Quran with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an atheist,
Yeah.
but then I
I
think
mean, believe what you want.
someone gave him some spiritual
Yeah, I mean,
sense.
it's good that he's actually believing
awakening.
something he
Yeah.
likes, right? So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And like, what do you call? I think some people shot onto him after that, saying that he's trying to do this to get fame out of it, or like to get like Muslim people to like him. But then you see him actually like committing to it as well, right? Like Kanishka said, he has a Quran with him in prison and
Yeah. He
whatnot.
explains about
Not
the
only
Quran as well. Like.
not only Quran,
Yeah,
he was fasting when he was in jail because he was in jail
Yeah.
during Ramadan
exactly.
days. Like
Ramadan, yeah.
normally they get their food, and he
Yeah,
held on to that food till like the Ramadan timing comes. What's it
yeah.
called? I don't
Like,
know
he's
the
definitely not
name.
someone fake.
Yeah. Apparently, he was fighting the cockroaches and whatnot. Apparently, his jail was filled with cockroaches, so he was protecting his food
Oh
from
yeah,
the
he did.
cockroaches.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
God,
was fighting animals or something in his jail cell.
bruh, this man.
he was being harassed
Now,
by cockroaches.
I mean,
yeah, have you seen the thing also? Apparently in Twitter, he used to give like signs in Twitter, like what do you call verse numbers from the Quran and all, and he would give it in some sort of clue.
Really?
He
Oh
would like
yeah,
Seen
yeah.
that?
he would like
I've
post it
seen
in
that. Yeah.
Twitter and give a clue to like a Quran verse.
Damn, that's cool. Kind of cool.
And then
Cool,
people will just uncode this and then they'll make
wow.
it reels and say, oh, Tate said this, Tate said this. I
Bruh.
still remember like every single day there would be reels about some kind of
My
code
man,
thing that he had on Twitter.
Damn.
bruh.
But
That's
everything was related to the Quran. But yeah, that was something I thought.
He
Yeah.
became a
So
spiritual man.
that was basically
spiritual man,
yeah, that
not
was
just
basically a bit of a
not
talk
just
about the whole
yeah.
jail scenario,
Wait,
and I think it was a very real situation. Yeah.
before we complete the jail scenario, I have something to show you
Yep.
guys. 1 second. So Andrew and Tristan were basically, alleged so they don't have proof that they've done it or anything, okay? And they've
Yeah.
been sent to jail. Now there's this woman who has admitted doing crime, and she's still there singing and dancing. Okay, absolute legend.
You gotta go to a good studio and you gotta put in that bread. I did it with my money. So for a bitch to say that I don't motherfucking deserve it because I don't put in no fucking work, now that's when I feel like niggas is bugging. Cause I did it myself. Niggas must have forgot, my nigga, the shit that I did to motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drop niggas up and I rob them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was motherfucking happening to me, my nigga. Nothing. So for a bitch to motherfucking say that I don't deserve shit, that's when I know that they fucking bugging. Because they do not fucking know the shit they have to do.
The only part I understood was
I've
the last part.
only heard the N-word.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay,
true.
okay.
That's
For
true.
those
And the
who
last
didn't
part.
hear,
You should-
she said that like she came from a very, very hard, background when she was broke and all. So she used to strip. Then she used to tell people that they basically whore herself out. She drugs the men and she steals their money. That's what she says in the video. And that woman is
This
still
woman.
about, the police are like, oh, cool, very nice. She's just
Send me video, send me link.
She admitted
Uh,
drugging and stealing from
Yeah.
men, and she's just vibing about. Andrew Tate was alleged. They don't have any proof. They don't have anything on him, and he was sent to jail for at least 14. Was it 14 months? I'm not that sure. But for a
But
really
can
long time.
Andrew drop it like that? I don't think so. That's why, bro.
What?
damn.
We need more Tekashi 6ix9ines in this world. We need snitches out there.
Yes.
They're the
we
only
need-
ones who can
Yeah.
put Andrew in jail.
Yes, true.
No, but what I don't get is like I might be wrong for this, but I think the American system for finding evidence is very, very controversial, so to say, because they say a video is not admissible, but then sometimes when it comes to their favor, it's admissible. I may be wrong
Yeah.
for this, but this is what I heard.
Yeah. It's weird, bro.
Bro, I swear they have like so many, it's like what do you call federal agencies, FBI, CIA, Secret Service, XXX something, bro. They have like a billion things going on.
XXX.
Jeez.
What type? Oh,
My
what-
man bought the Sri Lankan police here.
Yeah. Alright, so
know.
obviously we've been dragging around this whole jail episode, but now let's sort of transition into a bit more lighter part, which is us reacting to, I believe, Nadeem, what is it?
Oh, okay. My bad. It's about Andrew Tate's weirdest moments, basically out of context. Okay, man.
Yeah, let's
Both the
react to
brothers
it.
have done some weird shit. Okay. My guy's vibing.
That's a cool bottle though. Oh my god.
Bruh. I feel sickly.
I'm better now.
Happening.
So printers are shared.
What is that?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
But it's true.
Look how quickly Sergeant can walk.
Tristan, please share it. My joints pop.
Alright, I take it back.
Like the whole thing.
Why is it like that?
What is he holding? Oh,
I don't know.
I've never seen this clip.
We don't want anything bad to happen. So keep one with you at all times.
Step one.
Baby monitor.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this.
Oh my God, Tristan drinks a lot.
That's so straight.
What are you faggots drinking? So we're decided
Oh.
As much McDonald's as possible in the coming days to become stronger than ever.
Bruh.
Big Mac?
Mackies.
I have to spend
Big
more
Mac.
faster. I can't spend more. I'm buying an
Bro, they look like, why are they having a meeting in the pool like that? They're just
I
standing
swear to
down.
God. Oh my God.
Casino.
Woke up next
My
morning,
man.
Mercedes S63.
He's slapping the steering wheel.
That's such a distinguished chef.
What is that?
Oh yeah, what is that? Just standing on.
are stealing electricity wires, apparently.
No.
Oh, that looks nice. Did he buy a new car?
I think he did. I think he did.
Tristan,
He did say it. He bought a new car.
Join us, this university. My guy's burning a
Yes.
pipe.
Yeah.
Bro, the last one was really good. Bro said,
Join. My God. No. Wait. The best one. I woke up
Oh.
and I accidentally bought a
Suddenly
Mercedes
bought a
AMG.
Mercedes. That too was 63.
I feel like Tristan Tate, uses money more carefully, and then there's his brother.
Yeah, then there's Andrew. He was disappointed.
They have a good
at the
system
last
though,
one.
right? If they spend more than $500,000 or something like that, then the other brother's allowed to spend how much they want.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What,
No,
due
but
to
if you look
that
at
it's
these clips, man,
finance.
these guys are funny as
Tristan
well.
was just disappointed at the end. He was just disappointed.
My guy just closed the door and went, bro. He's like, I can't deal with this shit anymore.
I mean, what a whole Bentley.
Nah, but the ending was the greatest, bro. Join Hustlers University. There's Tristan Tate.
Yeah,
burning a pipe.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Join. Andrew, listen, we're actually, promoting your own
Yeah, so give us
course,
free
right?
Hustler
So,
University shit.
Subscription,
yeah, please.
Please
Yeah.
subscribe.
Or, just join our podcast for an episode and, not make us pay 50
Yay.
grand.
And buy us a free car or something. That would be nice.
Give us your advice that you would say to us.
Yes,
It can
give
even
us
be
your
us-
advice,
the
please.
most
Give us-
brutal
give us-
thing ever. Can
give
be
us your
so
debit card.
brutal that we'd
Give
start
us your
crying.
credit card.
We don't care. We
Give
want
us
to
your
see
bank account.
what it takes to
Yeah.
be a man.
Damn.
Do what you do, Adrian Ross, and do to
Anushka
us.
sounds like a
Because we'll actually
cocktail, I
follow it.
can't lie.
Huh?
Honestly, sounds like what?
Sounds like a cocktail, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
A cock.
Give it to me in the most brutal.
Bruh. What am I hearing?
No, see, Aiden Ross failed, right? But then we'll obviously commit to it. We will
Exactly.
be the next Andy Tates.
Unlike Adrian Ross, we're not gonna get addicted to liquid meth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not part of that sorority.
exactly.
My
You
man.
Oh,
got
shit.
the
Yes.
Skybree.
I just
But
remembered
now,
our
right, moving on to the most recent segment, which is another podcast, not podcast, an interview with BBC this time. Because BBC obviously loves to do a lot of, controversial
Big
interviews.
black.
Huh?
Yeah, they decided to
Matisha?
send Lucy.
Matisha, what did you say?
Matisha's
Bro, that was
stupid.
so
We're really
childish.
sorry
That
about
was
him
so
today.
childish, man. Shut
He's
up.
been, Matisha has been pretty useless today. So let's
Thank
talk about the BBC interview from Lucy, where she actually got destroyed by Andrew Tate, right?
Before she got destroyed. It
Yeah.
didn't look like an interview. She was just apparently before Andrew agreed for her to do the interview.
Mhm.
So they gave a list of questions what they're gonna ask, but then they didn't do that.
Mhm.
She was just attacking him
Yeah.
again and again and again.
I mean,
Like-
she didn't let Andrew
Yeah.
talk as well, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
She
I
was
mean,
attacking him.
though Andrew was like, "Shut the hell up! You're in my house. You let me talk."
Yeah. Wait. I got a good clip.
Because you have no time to actually watch my content at length and understand what I'm saying. You have small pieces of paper, small clips on a piece of paper, and you're trying to pretend I've said evil things. And then you're going to say I'm the most dangerous man in the world, which is truly laughable. Do you believe I'm the most dangerous man in the world, Lucy?
I'm not answering your question.
Well, then we need to change the dynamic of this interview because, and I'll make this clear, I allowed you into my home. I'm doing you a favor, giving you the first interview I'm giving to the public. You don't come here with a position of authority. You're not the police. I don't respect the BBC. I don't know you. We are equals. We are people, and I see you as my equal. And if you ask me questions, I can ask you questions back. For you to come here and sit down and pretend you're the Gestapo and that you don't have to answer my questions is disingenuous because this is a conversation. I don't owe you any degree of authority over me.
I think we're done.
So yeah, so obviously Lucy came to Andrew's house and then she tried to have an interview with him, although it was a bit of like a one-sided talk.
Yeah.
And I think what Nadeem said was like they brought her out with a bunch of questions. And obviously she didn't follow that and she was like attacking him constantly, right? I think at some point as well, she was asking him questions that he couldn't answer, as in like, because he's what do you call it, in the case, right?
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
actually
Legally,
can't
he's not
answer those specific
yeah.
questions.
Yes.
So it was pretty, I think, selfish from BBC, I guess, to do that to him as well. But like obviously people don't see that; they just see like Andrew trying to protect himself and thinking that he's actually not trying to give a proper answer. But like realistically, you need to be like careful what you say, right?
Yeah, true.
So yeah.
Not only that, I don't think BBC has done their research that well. Like, remember in the beginning we talked about his videos getting taken out of context. Have you guys seen the one with the machete? He said he keeps a
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
he keeps a machete by the bedside just in case something happens. And then apparently Lucy thought that he's gonna use that machete to slice up the woman, I guess. We'll bring up the clip. Okay? Yeah, that's what
slap her or
that's because the
something.
video was taken out of context.
Success
correct.
with a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
Well, what colour's your Bugatti?
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
Because it's all mixed together in what you teach. You teach that a woman, if a woman comes home and accuses you of cheating, you should hit her with a machete, shove her up.
Is that what I teach?
That's what you say.
No, if you actually watch the clip, it will be about the woman attacking me with a machete.
Some pussy-ass dude once said to me, yeah, but if it's next to your bed, what if you like upset a girl and she catches you cheating and gets a machete?
What would a woman do? Slap the machete, slap her in the face, one hand, machete and a backhand. As usual, you've not watched the video, taken out of context, flipped it and attempted to attack me with a small excerpt. Let me tell you something, Lucy, I'm sure you're a very nice person. I'm sure you're a fantastic person. But if I were to take everything you've ever said online and just take small excerpts out of context, I could make you look.
That this useless Lucy watched some YouTube short and came up to Andrew Tate. He's like, "Oh, you want?"
Yeah, I was gonna say. The whole interview is based on just YouTube shorts. Lucy was just on TikTok and YouTube shorts. She was bored and she said, "Oh, let me do the interview with them."
Yeah.
And then
They're like,
she's up to now.
free money.
at least
What she's up to now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous?
I mean, we know what we know her.
Maybe, I mean, she might have been, I don't know.
The moment they
Whoa,
got
whoa,
Famous
whoa,
for
whoa.
looking stupid.
Matisha?
What did Matisha say?
What? I didn't say anything. Man, you had your mind.
It sounded like you were insinuating something, bro. Did you
Okay.
insinuate that
Hell
you was trying to sleep with her after that? No? Huh?
Not only that,
Disgusting fellow.
I don't think you guys have seen the clip. Like I saw it because I watched I watched the emergency meeting, which is basically their podcast, like right after they released from jail. Someone made an edit of Lucy and Andrew Tate like falling in love.
Who's that girl? Remember I had that girl who kept coming to court and screaming, "I love you." It made it onto the news a few times. You've got one now. Who's that girl that waits outside the police station or a house, hoping to catch a glimpse?
Oh yeah, the girl, like my number one fan.
Yeah, your number one fan.
And she'll spend hours and hours waiting in the cold just for a chance to like talk to me.
Yeah. What's her name again?
Yeah, let me see. I don't know, but she is definitely a huge supporter of mine.
Oh, massive.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Why you so obsessed with me?
She's always waiting for me, even if she has to wait hours and hours in the cold. She's always there to show me support. It's actually quite beautiful, isn't it, too?
Gentlemen, if you can find a woman like that in the world, wipe her up.
Don't lose her.
Why are you so obsessed with me? Why did they show their pictures? Because Lucy's like always there. Like the moment he comes out of court, she's there holding a mic and following him around.
Yeah.
And she's just been humiliated to the core.
Or maybe she was just
Yeah, I think
obsessed
if
with
you're
him.
ever going to go off someone like that in an interview, you need to be prepared. And I think they should have known as well that Andrew is not going to back out from a fight, right? Because obviously they're trying to question his credibility. Why isn't he going to try to stop that? And then Lucy was just listening to it. She was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'll shut
man.
up.
It was like
Like
free
I don't
money.
know. I don't know what BBC is on, man. Have you seen the thing with Elon Musk as well?
Yeah, well, what about it?
So
one?
in he was having a BBC interview, and the interviewer's like, I'm not sure. I will bring up the clip here as well. Like he was like
Mhm.
because once Elon Musk got Twitter, he brought back Andrew Tate, right? Who was banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the interview was like, I think he said like the hate speech basically increased or something. And then Elon Musk is
Yeah.
like, give me one example. And that interview couldn't say a single thing. So it was just making up excuse. And Elon Musk is like, just stop lying. Bro, just completely destroyed the
Yeah.
BBC interview, man.
Content that
See-
you don't like or hateful? What do you mean to describe a hateful thing?
Yeah, I mean, you know, just content that will solicit a reaction, something that may include something that is slightly racist or slightly sexist, those kinds of things.
So you think if something is slightly sexist, it should be banned?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm
Well,
saying.
I'm just curious. I'm trying to understand what you mean by hateful content. And I'm asking for specific examples. And you just said that if something is slightly sexist, that's hateful content. Does that mean that it should be banned?
Well, you've asked me whether my feed, whether it's got less or more. I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's why I'm asking for examples.
Right.
Can you name one example?
I honestly don't use. Honestly, I
You
don't.
can't name a single example.
I'll tell you why. Because I don't actually use that for you feed anymore. Because I just don't particularly like it.
But you
And
said
actually,
you-
a lot of people are quite similar. I only
Well,
look at
hang on a second.
following.
You said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example, not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And
Well, then how did you see that hateful content?
Because I've been using Twitter since you've taken it over for the last 6 months.
Okay, so then you must have at some point seen for you hateful content. I'm asking for one example.
Right.
You can't give a single one.
And I'm saying
Then I say, sir, that you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes, because you can't give me a single example of hateful content, not even one tweet, and yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well,
that's false.
No, what I
You
claimed.
just lied.
What I claimed was there are many organizations that say that kind of information is on the rise. Now, whether it has on my
Give me
feed
one
or
example.
not. I mean, right, and
Literally
if you
can't
look at
name
something
one.
like the Strategic Dialogue Institute in the UK, they will say that. So
Look, people will say all sorts of nonsense. I'm literally asking for a
Right.
single example, and you can't name one.
Right, and as I already said, I don't use that feed. But
Well, then how would you know that?
I don't think this is getting anywhere.
You literally said you experienced more hateful content, and then couldn't name a single example.
Right, and as I said,
that's absurd.
I haven't actually looked at that feed.
Then how would you know there's hateful content?
Because I'm saying that's what I saw a few weeks ago. I can't give you an exact example. Let's move on. We only have a certain amount of time.
Wow.
See, BBC.
Musk is a legend.
Yeah, BBC. If you don't have interviewers, just hire one of us.
Interviewees.
Interview. I mean, he would
Yeah.
Just hire one of us.
Hire one of us. Yeah.
I don't
I
think
was
after
thinking-
talking about them the way we spoke about them, they'll want us.
Nah.
I mean, see,
look at Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, bro.
Unless you get cancelled the quickest, bro. That's
Not
the challenge.
only that.
Yeah.
Not only that. They're in a prime time news, bro. 24/7. That's
Oh my
way
God,
better than
bro.
BBC.
No,
bro.
no.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Gossip Lanka.
Gossip.
You
Yeah,
have
sorry
5
guys,
minutes.
we had a technical difficulty.
Yes.
Our Zoom meeting cancelled out right as we were talking. But
Thank you for choosing Zoom.
Yeah.
You need to tell them, man. Just
So-
say technical difficulties.
No.
Yeah, technical difficulties. Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
Sorry.
simple. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so sorry. But yeah,
It's
so
master.
daddy.
Huh?
Um,
Hello?
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Yeah. Listen. So we had the whole, Lucy situation. I think now she's got her 30, 40 minutes of fame, and now she's gone off to Bahamas or whatever. But I think the main thing I talked about, right? The transformation. I think they look like the most badass they ever looked in their life. Like even in that interview, you could see his bicep. It's like the size of Lucy's face.
Forget
Was
the
massive.
interview. Like the moment they got released from jail, house arrest, the video where Andrew was just
Yeah.
walking from side to side with a cigar in his mouth.
More important than pain is this impulse that's rising within me. I feel as though there's something violent boiling up from within. Let go. Let go. Let go of everything. Let go.
Oh,
yeah.
that was.
Bro, my guy
Bro look like
apparently hit,
Kratos.
apparently hit over 7,000 push-ups. So
Oh.
I've seen a man do the math.
Total.
Yeah, total, not a day. 7,000 push-ups a day, bro. Poor guy.
Because a total.
Man will be Hulk, man.
It's over like 100 a day. So damn, that's
I'm
like
trying to beat my daily PR.
oh,
Damn.
I bet Josh can do negative push-ups. -1 push-up.
I actually can do push-ups. I'm a
How
fit
many?
guy.
I cannot do.
We know that, but don't worry. We don't need to figure that part out.
We know Matisha can't do push-ups.
I'll probably give up at
But
70.
yeah. 70, that's actually pretty decent, yeah.
Me one.
Damn, okay.
Mashallah.
Let's get back to the topic, shall we?
Yeah, but I have 5% battery, man. Come on.
Okay.
Kill issue.
Okay, tell the viewers that.
Yeah.
Yeah, viewers, I have 5% battery and Matish is not helping out with the content today. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding.
He has skill issue.
Okay, Bray.
Yeah, but the transformation has been insane. Like, I think they've kept their shape in in the jail. And I think Andrew
Kept their
especially,
shape?
right? Like, he's always been
Bro,
fit.
they didn't keep their
Sorry,
shape.
kept their shape.
They did
I think
keep
Andrew
their
has
shape, bro.
always
They
been
got
fit, right?
massive. The amount of I
Really?
don't know. Yeah, bro, they're huge.
Bro, Andrew looked like Kratos, dude, after he came out of jail. Jesus Christ, compared to what he was.
And he was and he was fasting half the time. The
Yeah.
amount of muscle he has built is just intense, man. Even
Oh, that
Tristan
was
got new
crazy.
muscles.
Yeah. I would say
Yeah.
Andrew was even like bigger compared to Tristan, I would say.
Tristan looks like the bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, that was another controversial thing. Do you think they did steroids while they were in jail?
No,
Nah, I don't
How?
think they're that type. Nah.
Nah, I don't think I don't think they'll like. I don't know, man. They don't look like the type of guys to take steroids. I think they like
I mean,
to
Kanis go take steroids.
Matisha, you're the one
See, I
who
think
needs
personally,
steroids,
right?
man.
I don't think I. I think personally, I don't think they're the type to take it because first of all, if you look at how famous they are, there's no way that they can like be as fit and then promote like being fit and whatnot all the time and then end up doing steroids, right? It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I think their ego will
So,
also
yeah.
play a huge part. Like they like to show off their
Exactly.
hard work, right? And steroids is just a
Exactly.
shortcut.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
if you want Matisha to get jacked, we just send him to jail.
Yeah.
No,
That's
no,
not
he'll
gonna happen.
start.
Still,
He'll
he's
cry
just
and
gonna
sit
he's
in
just
the
gonna
corner.
get jacked in the other way, if you know what I mean. He's not gonna get jacked in that way. Don't worry. He's
like
leaving,
Matisha.
and also this cues our this
Oh,
cues
he's
our
back,
what?
he's back.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Damn. Okay.
At least he
My
kept it
friend,
up.
I committed suicide.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Now we're gonna end our episode, right? So we had a good little chat about Andrew Tate and his brother. Why do I keep saying Andrew's brother? I feel bad. The Tate
Yeah.
brothers, right?
Tristan.
The Tate brothers.
Yeah.
Who are
So
back in action.
we've given our we've given our
Tate
opinions,
brothers.
and obviously
And so are
some
we.
of you.
So
Oh yeah.
back in action.
Forget the Tate
Yeah.
brothers,
Guys.
bro. We didn't do anything last week, and we're back. You guys
Yeah.
thought we left?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
We have
Matisha
52
deleted all the content.
subscribers to make
What?
videos for.
Yeah.
Never.
To all those 52
Matisha.
people.
Don't bless Matisha.
Bless me.
Yes. Don't bless him. He's been useless. I'm just kidding. But yeah,
No,
we do
we love
appreciate
him.
the support and the love, and we hope that you also follow us from, I think, Instagram as well, because I think we have more followers over there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
is it
we
balancing
definitely
out?
have.
Apparently we have more followers.
Josh, be quiet.
Yeah, so just sort
At
that
least
out,
we have
right?
information about the Instagram. What about the TikTok? I have not seen the
Yeah,
TikTok at
TikTok
all.
is dead.
Okay, TikTok, the
Yeah,
videos are uploading. And
Still uploaded.
No, it's all uploaded.
but the
Everything,
views
all
aren't
the shorts
big,
up to
bro.
date.
I
Right,
don't
we'll
upload
sort
enough
TikTok
videos.
out. You know, Instagram's our main platform anyways. So we're trying to do our best there. Obviously, Josh is taking care of Instagram and he's doing a great job at it.
Yes.
But we would really hope that you guys sort of follow us on all our platforms and also TikTok as well, right? Because we do post our shorts there pretty much every time it's been made. And yeah, we'll keep upping the content. We'll have more different kinds of content as well along the way. We've been trying out a bit of gaming and stuff. So we're still in our experimental phase, but we had, I think, a good episode today with talking about the most controversial pair on Earth right now.
The
I think
Tate
it's fair to
Brothers.
At
say.
the moment,
So
yes.
yeah, at the moment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you. Like, subscribe.
Subscribe,
Bye
push
bye.
that notification bell. And what color is your Bugatti?
Oh,
Michael, get out of my face.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice outro. Yep. Props to my t-shirt. We all love the t-shirt.
Thanks.
Alright,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
I'm 3%
Bye,
battery.
guys.
Bye. You and your 3%
Bye.
battery per go
See
kill
you
yourself.
guys.
Sayonara,
Bye.
sayonara.
I'm saying bye to you guys, not to the camera, bro.
Ah, okay, man.
I'm keeping this in. I'm keeping this in. Bye.
Look
you
at
guys. I'll
Josh,
come
man.
later if I can.
He's doing something.